Oh yes, I remember that talent. Warren had that.
And here we are. Our stream is up and running.
Hello world.
Hello,
Huzzah.
world.
Hello.
Hello, Underworld.
Maybe some of you guys will end up in the underworld tonight. Maybe not. We shall see.
Are we talking like, pitchforks and dead underworld, or criminals and knives in the dark underworld? Or
Maybe
both?
maybe both. There's a good chance it could be both.
Shouldn't it be Nyarlathotep tentacles?
What's that?
Shouldn't it be Nyarlathotep and tentacles?
Well, yeah, there's definitely a good chance of that. If you've read any of Robert E. Howard's books, then there's a high chance of that.
High probability.
Within the last several weeks, you guys got yourselves into a little bit of trouble. And you stole some cash, you stole some items. So every character is going to get a bonus 10 gold right off the get-go, which is a fair bit. So you can mark your gold down on your inventory page, which is on the tabs on the right hand side of your character sheet. So this gold didn't come without a price, because someone found out, actually a diplomat from the country of Koth. Now he seems to drink a lot, this particular diplomat, and he never seems to get drunk. But he found out about your little enterprise, and he decided to acquire your services. But it wasn't a paid service. He is looking for information on a particular treasure. And he decided to, instead of turning you guys into the local magistrates, he decided to say, listen, you do this little job for me, I won't bother making you become outlaws in the whole entire country. So he asked you guys to break in to a city jail to rescue a group of individuals which are sentenced to be executed.
What did they do?
They, it seems that one of the nobles in the Gothic court is killing off these particular individuals, has sentenced them to die because they have information on a weapon that only he was aware of, and that he knows of. But he decided to kill off these slaves he decided to kill off the slaves to try to keep that information secret. But enough information got out for the diplomat to find out that, well, he wants to know what type of treasure this guy is looking for. So he hired you to save with these people from execution so he can find out more about the particular treasure.
How many people are going to be executed?
There's a group of them. It's kind of hard to say right now. So there's at least 5 people that are in this jail. So late at night, the 4 of you broke into the particular dungeon.
That looks pretty.
What a nice summer home.
My mic only
Yes.
started working as I heard you guys get 10 extra gold. Did I miss any other details?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay, perfect. And why were we given 10 extra gold, or?
Yeah, it's because at the start of the adventure, in between the adventures, you guys all performed a heist together. So you managed to get 10 gold from the heist, but someone found out about it, and they are using that as leverage to force you to do a job.
Okay.
Now, you guys may hear Crom going off in the background. He is a sound bot. If he is too loud, you can adjust his volume by right-clicking on Crom, and you can adjust the slider up and down. But he is a sound effects bot, so if you like to have sounds.
Cool.
So you guys are in this particular dungeon, and you crawled in through some dark sewer entrance, and you came in through these pipes, and you're in this long hallway. And off into the distance, you can hear people screaming and crying out for help. It seems to be coming up ahead of you.
I will pull my bow, string it, and arrow to the string.
I'm going to pull my two-handed sword and ready, and slowly make my way with the party.
And I am walking softly, so there's a stealth roll that needs to be made.
There's if
There
you
becomes a purpose for it.
there's no purpose particular. There's no real need for it. It's you guys can walk relatively silently if you wish, without too much issue.
I so
Can't-
wish to.
Happy to take that.
Can I make an observation roll? Is there
Wh-
anything I might see?
No, you don't need to roll, but you can see up ahead, even in the dim lights, and there are torch lights flicking off in the distance. And you can probably guess that you're not that far away from the actual execution chamber. And the screams that you're hearing and the crying out seems to be coming up from ahead.
Sounds like fun.
Let's move along.
I have a tower shield and a broadsword in the other hand, so if anybody needs to use me as cover.
I will be using him as cover.
My regular shield and spear.
So, you guys, move up alongst the in through the dungeon, and you come to this huge iron and wooden door, heavily reinforced. And in the door there is a small window or opening, and has a couple of bars in it, and you can hear the screams and the crying out from inside a little bit more.
I
Can we
will
see
take a
in-
peek in.
When you look inside the door, in through the window, you see various implements of torture. You see a fairly large chamber. with various offshoots. And in the very center of this room, on the far side of the room, you can see a large. In the center of the room, you see like a large pit, and you see an individual. You see about several small groups of these people walking back and forth, and they are manhandling a group of individuals. And you even see at one section there, a person, one of these torturers, kicks a person in the stomach, and they cry out in pain, and they cry out in pain, and he actually throws them into the pit.
We don't go now, there won't be any left.
We've got to go.
So out of the 5 cultists, the 5 slaves that are being tortured, there's now down to 4.
Are these are the people we're supposed to rescue, right?
This is the location, and it seems like it would be. This is right where you were told that this is where the people will be found.
And this is at the end of a hallway. It's not like there's a left and right. Like it's not a T-junction. We've come down one hallway to find another one. There's nobody beside us that can sneak up on us.
No, that's correct. This is at the end of a hallway, and the main entrance is far back the other direction. You actually came up closer to the room itself when you came in through the underground entrance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's stealthily try the door, see if it's barred or locked.
Okay. Do we have any thieves? Anybody with a thief skill?
I have thief skill of 13. 1 focus.
Okay.
Let's get the door.
So it will be a difficulty 1 to open the door without any issues.
Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and try it with no bonus dice. Oops. Not that button. That one.
So you got 2 successes, and you've actually gotten a momentum. Oh, now I'm going to share with you guys the Doom Pit. So this is where I keep track of the Doom and the momentum. I currently have 9 Doom, and you have 1 momentum in the pool.
Right.
So you're able to manipulate the door enough, and you can tell that it's not locked. You can tell that it can open up quite easily, and you should be able to open the door without any issue.
I will try and make a stealth check, if I may, and open the door carefully and slowly.
Okay, yeah, so this is a difficulty 1 again.
Okay. And that is a 17 and an 18.
Do you have any skills, any talents that allow you to roll that?
I think there are.
No, there are not. Nope. Failed.
Okay. So, guys, you see Cassius slowly start open the door and to push his way through it. And it seems like when he does, on the opposite side of the door, there must have been like a metal rod or some object, maybe some sort of
Iron for the door.
Yeah, like an iron for the door or something, and you can hear that clatter down, smash, bang, and it makes a little bit of a racket. And not immediately, but it draws the attention to the door. They don't see. There's no immediate reaction other than the fact that they look towards the door, and one of those slavers, standing on the far side of the pit, looks up and says, "We have intruders. No. We have some guests. Why are you here?
I will step into the side of the door and shoot him in the face.
All right, so we are going to go right into a combat right off the get-go.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me bring up the map.
I'll be using that one momentum.
I will follow you in.
So I've just brought up a map. I'm going to drag you guys to the combat tracker. Go to my encounters.
Sorry, guys, that conversation was boring.
We're in conversation anyway.
Got it.
Let's talk with steel.
Hey, if it's good for the slaves, it's good for the torturers.
Up in the top right-hand corner.
Would you like to have some?
Up in the top right-hand corner of your screen, in one of the little boxes, you are going to see one that says CT. That's your combat tracker. So I'm going to get everyone to click on the combat tracker.
Okay.
And it shows you the list of who's involved in this. So I'm going to activate some who they are. And I am going to drag these guys to the map. Whoop, they're a little big.
I look so manly. Not
So-
as manly as him, though.
No.
So you guys have the option. You can click on any one of these tokens and you can move them around. So if you would like to place yourselves anywhere in this particular zone, the zone that you're in any order that you want, and let me know when you guys are ready.
Well, I was beside the door. Good.
All right. So, there are 4 slaves left. They just killed one of them. So, what you see in front of you, you see 2 mobs of individuals, and you see what probably is one of the leaders. The square one is the leader. The circles are the mobs. And there's 4 slaves. If you mouse over top of anything, you can see the little notes and what they are.
Okay. 5 guard sergeant.
They're wearing armor?
They are wearing armor. They are all seem to be wearing some form of. They have like a brigandine type of armor on them, and they have various weapons, and they all have small bucklers. Now the bucklers are on their backs because they weren't really using them at the time.
Let us kill.
All right.
So-
I was leading the first shot. So
All right, so Cassius.
who was the speaker there?
The speaker was the guard sergeant.
Okay, so I am shooting him, and I'm using.
All right, so it is your range on your bow is medium, correct?
Yep.
So it's a it will be a difficulty 1 because I'm going to spend the doom to force you to actually target one of the guards to the north.
Okay. Okay. Where the heck is my range combat? Oh,
Yeah, scroll down probably.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
I was
Okay, so I am using the momentum. And
Oh, so you're using the one momentum? Okay.
yeah. So I will take that and move that over to the side.
Yeah, okay, I got that.
Okay.
Okay.
And I got a 3, 4, and a 17. We won't talk about the 3 or the 17.
All right.
I have a
So you have a hit with 2 momentum.
right. Actually, I have a 3 range. So actually,
yeah, that's 3
I
successes
remember.
with 2 moments.
Oh, 2
Yep.
momentum, right?
Yep.
We always, Coyote and I always do that. I fumble over the top of that. So yeah, I will bank 1, and hopefully not need to use that for the reroll. And then roll my damage.
Nice.
All right. So you do a. It has.
Got 1, 2.
You got
Yes.
2 4s, so if you can reroll
Yeah,
damage dice, reroll 2
I-
dice.
I have a reroll. So if I type in a 2 into the box and just
If you want to do a reroll, you subtract the number of dice that you would. Oh yeah, sorry. From your character sheet, yes, you're doing it from your character sheet, right?
well, I was thinking about just putting a 2 in the box and
In the
rolling
modifier
that.
box?
Yeah. So in the
Yeah,
modifier box, you subtract the amount of dice you want to roll. So if you normally roll 8, then you put in the number that you're going to subtract. So 6, is it?
Yeah, so minus 6.
Minus 6.
And then hit the damage dice roll button again.
Got it. Oh, thank you. Picture out of the way. Pair of 1s. Not a bad roll.
So you did a total of 11 damage,
Right.
and that was on.
With 3
11
pierce.
damage, and I had 3 pierce. 1, 2. Yeah, 3 pierce. I got a 6 and 2 5s.
Okay. So, and 11 damage. Wow. You see 2 individuals as you fire your arrows through the air. One pierces one in the neck. The other one, it goes over the first guy over his shoulder into the eye of the second one, and you knock down 2 of them.
Nice.
So you can bank that other momentum too.
Did.
So
Yeah. I had 2 momentum. That's right.
yeah.
That's right. Oh, guys, just 1 second, guys. I gotta put my dog outside. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna use that time
Is
to
that
use
code for
restroom.
something?
Be right back.
Knock out. So who wants to go next?
I want to do something dramatic.
As long as it's not dive into the pit.
Well, I'm going to dive over it
Ah,
because I'm too far away. My sword's not long enough.
correct.
So can we move in and attack all in the same round?
So it looks like there are 2 zones between us, right? So
Okay.
we would have to use a stand. You could do it, but you'd have to burn an infinity point. God, a fortune point to get an extra standard action. You'd use your standard action to move 2 zones, and then you'd have to either burn momentum for swift action or use a fortune point.
Oh, okay.
I went for the extra characteristic or attribute at character creation, so I've only got 2, so I'm going to save mine.
Yeah, that's what happened when I created mine as well.
Yeah, so
Can you
the
do
other option is you can move 1 zone and then take a ready action and wait for the guards to rush us, but they might decide to slaughter some slaves instead or something.
Yeah. Now,
Oh.
if you use a doom point, can you make it do
No.
an extra action?
No, you can't spin Doom to get extra actions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all momentum or it's fortune points.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think it's worth spending all that right now. I think I'm just going to move 2 sections closer to make sure that they don't throw anybody else into the pit.
All right. So you're gonna move in. You can go. You can drag them wherever you want to go.
1, 2. Now don't do it again.
So are you gonna get into reach with those particular guards?
Am I allowed to?
Yes, you are.
I Isn't that just moving 2 spaces? Isn't that my move?
That's
And
right.
my attack?
But when you move into a zone, you can choose to go into reach with anyone in that zone. Now you don't
Yeah.
get to attack unless you spend the fortune point. Or you can spend so it's a fortune point is the only thing you can spend right now.
Yeah, I'd rather not spend all that. I'm going to keep that for when it's really necessary.
Well, give that character a bonus 10 points because the goal was to move one of those troops, that particular troop, back to start killing slaves. So they're not going to move away now because they're engaged. So mark down 10 experience points on your character sheet. That's on your notes page, on the very last page. So that was a good idea. So Galen moves up. And as he moves up, that slaver in the middle, he yells out at you.
You will make a great sacrifice to my dark lords. Ha ha ha!
Alright, so who would like to go next?
I'll go. I don't care.
Okay,
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna move up a zone,
okay.
and can I use Steely Glare?
You can, yep.
Ooh.
So, who are you going to be targeting?
The 3 guards in front of me.
Okay, so usually it would be a difficulty 1, but because you are a zone away, because that's a close range attack, it's a difficulty 2.
Okay.
So you need to make a persuade skill with difficulty 2. So would you like to add any dice to this roll?
I'll use 1 doom.
You're going to use a doom. Give me a doom. Okay.
We have momentum in the pool.
Yeah. So use the momentum first.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. All right.
There's 2 momentum, so if you want to use them, if you have a good skill.
Well, I only got 1 in persuade.
That's one more than me.
All right. So you're going to use a momentum. So I got that check down.
All right. So modifier +1
Yep.
and persuade.
So you are successful, but you did get a complication. So I'm going to drop. I'm going to
You
drop.
only got one success. You said it was difficulty 2.
Oh, that's right. I said difficulty. No, you're right. So you didn't get a. Thank you for that. Give yourself 10 experience points for catching my mistake. So Fire Dragon, you come up and give this guy the evil look, and they actually start laughing at you.
Cool.
They don't react, but as you moved into the zone, your foot actually gets entangled in some chains from some of the many torture devices. So the complication I'm dropping onto you is. Where's it to? Where are you? Complication. Next round, you are going to need to make a difficulty 1 acrobatics check to get yourself out not entangled.
Okay.
+1.
My character has a habit of getting tangled up.
The S&M lifestyle is very attractive.
All right. So that was that action. Would anyone? You did a minor action and you did your standard action. So, anyone else like to do anything?
I will go ahead and go. I was considering throwing my spear, but the difficulties are going to be ridiculously high because it doesn't have the throwing thing. So I'm just going to use my standard action to move up to zones, and I will menace them as well.
All
If I
right.
can, I'll try and circle around so I'm kind of between them and the...
Yep. No, that's no problem. Okay, so the only person, all of you guys have gone. So this particular slave, it's going to be these guys. They are going to go after Galen first because they attacked him first. Galen, would you like to try and parry?
I would.
All right,
And
so
because I'm using my broadsword.
it's for free.
Yeah. Well, at least the first one is. First one's free.
So parry. 1.
There we are. So I just roll.
No, so I'm going to roll first.
Okay.
So where are these guys? Where is my character sheet?
Oh god, there's 5 of them. Giant fistful of dice.
Are they attacking as a team?
Yeah, this is a mob of 5.
Yeah. All 5 of them are going for me.
Oh yes, yes they are, because they have to attack as a group. They can't separate their attacks.
There's 1 momentum in the pool, so use it for your defense.
For sure.
They're
Yeah.
so unfriendly.
Come on, we're just here to free the prisoners.
And kill some people.
No, they want to find out what's in the hole. They keep throwing people in, but it's like the only way you're going to find out is to go in yourself.
So I rolled. I got a hit with 4 momentum.
Oof. Oh crap.
I think I'm going to get hit.
I think you're going to get hit.
Might as well roll your 3 dice though.
You might want to throw out a...
Yeah, throw some doom in. Get a couple more dice.
Yep, I would.
So would you like to buy some
how do we do
dice? Well, there's 1 momentum in the pool. Did you want to use that first?
Okay, and so... Okay, I see what you mean.
And then tack in 2 more doom, 2 more dice. Or
There you go. Yep.
So that's 3 plus 3?
That's 3. Yeah. So put plus 3 in your modifier box, and then roll your parry.
That's not bad.
So you had a hit with 4, or with 3 momentum. So he hit you with 1 momentum.
It's better than hitting you with 4 momentum.
So they are going to roll the dice, and let me see where they
You
get.
have the giant tower shield, right?
I do.
Yes. So.
Use your tower shield.
All right, so they're going to be hitting you in the right arm, but we'll roll damage first, and then you can roll your shields and stuff like that. So here we
Didn't
go.
the shield factor into the hit?
Oh, it will. So they only did 1 damage. So
Oh,
Ow!
it doesn't even get through your. Well, do you have armor on your right?
Yeah, that's true.
You have armor on your right arm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't even get through the armor damage, the armor that you're wearing.
Right arm, you said?
The right arm, yep.
Oh, no, I have 0.
okay. So you can roll your shield soak to see if you can.
No, Galen has armor on the side. Oh yeah, that was I forgot the reset from last game. So you have an armor too.
That's right. Galen sacrificed his right arm armor. That's
He
right.
did, yeah. Apparently, Galen likes getting.
I thought it was because he was vain and wanted to show off his gun.
Yeah. It's time for the gun show.
Yes.
So these particular guards or individuals, they weakly hit your arm. So they are going to spend their 1 momentum to re-roll their damage dice. So I'm going to. Where is the thing? Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. You know something? I rolled the wrong damage in the first place.
Oh yeah, it's their shield damage. They're all shield bashing you.
So that's not right.
They were trying to bum rush you into the pit.
Well, that makes sense.
So I will put that to there. 1 second, guys. So we'll do that again first. We'll fix that. So here's the actual damage roll. There you go. It's 3 damage, and they're gonna just spend the momentum on piercing, so it gives them piercing 2. So it hits you in the right arm.
So roll your shield soak.
Yep. So roll your shield soak. So to roll your shield soak, you should be able to just click on the icon.
Oh.
Okay, up in the where it says bonuses on your character sheet, you see where it says bonuses? Galen?
Yeah, I was missing one. That was one dice too few.
Yeah.
Bonuses.
The upper right hand corner, it should say like courage soak bonus, melee bonus, presence bonus, and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get you the roll from there for
Oh,
your
shield soak. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
So with even with the piercing, the swords glance off your armor, and you take no damage at all.
Didn't you say piercing?
Yeah, they have piercing 2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and his total soak is like 6 or so.
So the other group of individuals.
I tell them that if they keep that up, they're going to get me angry. And they won't like me when I'm angry. I'm a berserker.
So the other group of guards, they are going to move it up and face Fire Dragon. Fire Dragon, are you going to defend yourself?
Yes.
All right, it's going to cost. You do not have a sword that allows you to parry. Well, give you the bonus to parry, so it's going to cost you 1 doom.
There's no talent for it.
Yeah. Are you cool for that? With that?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
All right.
I mean, what's he gonna do? What's the GM gonna do with Doom in a dungeon?
Yeah, like really.
We're going to see the rock.
Usually when I double click on the Doom, it would come up in the box, but it's not doing anything.
No, it's because there's a 0 in that box right now.
Oh,
That's why. So you are parrying. Okay, so they are going to roll their dice to attack. They roll 5 dice.
There's only 3 of those guards.
3. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, good catch. Good catch.
Killed
Good
2 of
catch. So there is 10 and 1. Roll the dice. So I have a hit with 2 momentum.
okay.
So will you like to buy extra dice to parry?
Wait, that
Well-
says they have skill 20? Go!
Oh,
So I-
hold on. Yeah, that's not right at all. Why is that?
The world's deadliest minions! Run!
So there may,
38 total, that means they rolled 12s and 13s.
yeah, that is not right at all. Let me try this now. There we go. There we go. Sorry. So we'll do this again. We'll roll the 3. They roll 3 dice. Roll it up. So now they just have 1 hit.
Alright.
Much better.
Yeah.
Well, I have a parry of 4, so I'm not going to use any extra Doom.
Okay. So just roll your parry dice.
You got it, though.
So it is a hit as well with no momentum. It is a tie. So I am going to spend the doom to break the tie.
Okay.
Because I can. And they are going to roll their damage on you. They have a total of 3 damage.
All right.
And it hits you in the left arm.
Okay. Don't have any armor.
All right, so 3 damage gets through, so you can scratch off
3 from my vigor.
3 from your vigor. And the main sergeant, the main character, he moves up to engage you as well, Fire Dragon.
Okay.
And he is going to target against you. Will you like to parry? It's going to cost you 2 doom to parry now.
Yeah, I'd like to parry.
So I'll move that up to 2. So he is going to spend 2 doom to roll 2 extra dice. So it's going to go back down to there. Now, Sean, you have a 2-handed sword, correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
So you have a reach 3.
Yeah.
He has a reach 2 weapon, which means he is harder for him to attack you. So it's a difficulty 2 for him to attack you.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I just spent 2 doom to roll. I'm going to be rolling 4 dice total. And again, I rolled with a 20 skill. This guy's good too.
I volunteered to join their side and undergo their awesome training program.
I'm following suit.
Think of how much money you could charge for your services.
Yeah, really.
The scary thing is they're in the dungeon.
So he rolled a complication, and he never had enough to hit you. So he loses 2 doom, and you don't have to worry about making any rolls. Well, you can still make a roll and get momentum if you want.
All right. Let's make a roll.
So you get 2 momentum to go into the pool.
All right.
Now, here's something that you can do, Sean. You
All
just
right.
got a successful parry roll. You have 2 momentum. Now you can spend that momentum and do a swift action and attack someone there if you want.
Well, yeah, I'd like to attack the main guard that attacked me.
Okay, so I'm going to take that momentum away. So it's going to cost you back to 0.
Okay.
And he is going to defend. So he's going to spend 1 for him to defend. You go ahead and roll your attack dice. It's a difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2.
So would you like to add any extra dice to your roll?
I'll use 1 doom.
1 doom, alright, so you're going to roll 3 dice. So it was a difficulty 2, you got 4 successes, so which means you hit with 2 momentum.
All right.
So he's going to try and defend, though.
Good luck.
I'm just going to roll his 2 dice and hopefully get a tie. He only gets 1 momentum, 1 hit. So you hit him with 1 momentum.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll my damage for my 2-handed sword.
Okay.
It's got 1 vicious.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
I'm gonna bank that 1 for right now.
Okay, thank you.
Yay, we got a momentum.
The end of the round, it's going to go away.
Yep.
Spend it if you need it.
All right.
Reroll that 4 and a 4.
And my
Yep.
no mercy will let us roll the 2 4s.
Okay. So you can just roll 2d6 if you want. There you go. And they don't do anything. Oh, too bad.
Okay. So we
Use the
got-
momentum for a pierce. Penetrating number. Use the momentum for penetrating.
All right. Well, let's do that.
What are you planning to do to him?
Well, I'm rolling damage here. Attack him with my two-handed sword.
Okay.
So
So
you said it has vicious one, so that's 11 damage.
Yeah.
all right, and it has piercing 2, correct? Now. So the damage on this particular character, it ignores all his armor. So you're going to have 11 damage get through in total.
Ouch.
It is more than 5, so that generates a wound, and it brings him to 0, which generates another wound, which means this character goes down.
All right.
So would you like to describe this attack?
I make a huge swipe at him with my two-handed sword, and it seems to avoid his armor and leave his entrails spilling out across the feet of the remaining 3 guards.
Oh, that's excellent. Well done. Give yourself 10 bonus experience points for a great description. So we just on the stream here, we just had Jingo the Fool. Hey Jingo, he's another streamer. He does a lot of RPGs. He just dropped on, and he just asked me if this is an official rule set or a fan created. This is my own extension that I created. This is the Morecore rule set using my own Conan extension over top of it. So I hope that answers your question. Anyway, thanks for dropping in, Jingo. I appreciate it. So we got Cat and Jingo.
I think they are supposed to be working on an official Fantasy Grounds thing as part of the Kickstarter, but that's like way down their list of priorities.
Yeah, it's actually it's I've been following it. It's getting closer to being done, but it's not there yet, and I'm looking forward to it coming out. So it should have plenty of animation or automations in it, which will be good.
Nice.
Okay, so that was the end of that particular round. So it goes to a new round.
You just lost.
There we go. So the momentum goes down to 0, and just with as the entrails from the fallen guard hits the floor, some of it spills into the open hole, and you hear from inside the pit a deep, loud, strange noise starting to resonate up through the hole.
That can't be good.
You all see several tentacles, large tentacles, start to appear out of the pit, and it seems like something is coming out from it. Now I gotta get a. Let me get a good token here. You see an abomination, a thing of such great horror, erupt up through, and in the tentacles is some of the bodies that have been thrown down for it to be fed.
Gonna scroll down here to discipline.
So this is a fear-inducing creature. So the way I'm going to do it, whoever decides to act, the first thing they got to do is make a fear check, and this is where you can get yourself stunned. So we'll just work it out. Whoever wants to go first, actually.
I'll go ahead and go first.
Okay, so that was Valdir, right?
Yep. Balder. What's
Va-
the difficulty on the fear check?
The fear check is a fear 3.
Yeah. I would like to spend 2 doom and add some dice.
Okay, I'll take 2 doom. Oh, because this is, first of all, this is a dread creature, which means it gets 5 of its own.
Oh my god.
This has five of his own doom, which I got tracked here on the sheet. So you are giving me 2 doom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And discipline. 3 successes.
So you got a momentum. So we'll put that into the momentum pool there for now.
All right. So I will go ahead and use that moment.
Okay.
To there we go. I have Death Blade, so I'm going to attack these guards that are in front of me.
Okay.
Thin them out before they murderize us.
No problem.
I don't want to kill them all though. I'll leave some for. So I will 4 dice, and I will stab them with my steely sword. That will be 4 successes.
So that is a hit with 3 momentum. So I'm going to put 3 into the momentum pool.
And I will my damage. And that is a terrible roll.
Wow.
I can re-roll
That is 4 fours, dude.
that. I think I'm going to spend one of those momentum and re-roll
I will
all
move that.
but 2.
Okay.
I moved the momentum already.
Oh, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's much more like it. All right, so that will be
8 damage total.
8 damage. Yep, with 1 pierce. Because the spear
Yeah.
has piercing.
Okay, so it's actually going to do 7 points of damage because it doesn't get through all the armor.
Right.
So it kills 1 and
Okay.
wounds another. So that drops it down.
To do some splash damage, but I'm
Does
going to
before-
forego that and leave the momentum for my for everybody else to spend too.
If you guys don't mind, I wouldn't mind going.
I'll go
Oh,
for it.
so first of all, Valdor, would you like to describe your attack in your own words?
Right. So oh yes, and I do want to use my minor action.
Okay.
So yeah, I will stab one of them or smash one with my shield, the guy that took a couple of points of damage, run one through the gut with the spear, and then let him just fall to the ground and let go of my spear and draw my war.
Oh, so you're actually dropping your spear.
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
There's a big monster. I want the weapon with vicious. Thanks.
So the next character going to go is going to be Cassius, is it?
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and use the momentum.
Okay.
That fear check.
Okay. So it's fear 3.
So discipline. Give me. Oop, where did my? That'll be.
The Border Kingdom.
For those that are watching my stream, I apologize. I just got dropped, but we're coming back online. So just give it a few more seconds, and we will get everything back and running again here now. Okay. So thanks for sticking around for the 3 viewers that are there. Appreciate it very much. I got the blue screen of death pop up on my system just out of the blue. So,
Should we be clicking on? Should we be clicking on anything?
it should just start logging back on here now, eventually.
Yeah,
So,
I actually got kicked out back to the join
Yeah.
game. And
oh, okay, yep.
Me too. I've had
Alright.
to totally restart, so you're gonna have to send us the maps and pictures again.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Grom is testing us.
What was that, Coyote? You called me.
I said, dude, I didn't know your computer gremlin abilities were that powerful.
They're actually
are.
reaching out over the internet and knocking out other people's computers.
That is just a talent I have. I'm sorry. Folks.
I was told that this would actually happen, and I was like, no, don't be silly. That's not going to happen. And apparently it does.
My talents are powerful.
Do bank machines spit out money or just shut down?
My powers are, yeah. It is so frustrating sometimes.
Use your powers for good, not evil.
Yeah. Okay.
So I am almost up and running here.
So does it? Oh, okay. So it did save the state of the momentum and doom.
Oh yeah, it leaves everything. It's a great little system that way.
I'm still looking at a blankish screen. It's not.
Well, you'll have to
There it
double
is.
click on your character.
Yeah,
portrait.
no.
Your
Yeah,
screen.
I did double click and it just wasn't loading.
Ah.
So. More
Yes.
of my gremlin. So.
Well, have your neighbors knocked over the telecom boxes again lately? It's raining, so.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked out there. My neighbors have a telecom box that's right between the sidewalk and where they park their car. So they lay the box down, drive over the top of it, and then stand it back up. Yeah, it really helps my gremlins.
Oh, they're going to a tie.
Galen doesn't seem to come back.
No,
No.
Galen just got fed to the monster if he doesn't come back.
So Galen, what is the issue? What screen are you seeing right now?
Well, I've got the character selection and I can see a whole bunch of characters, but not Galen.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy enough to fix. I can.
I hit the wrong button and
Oh, you know why? Because the first time you logged on as Doc Savage 69, and this time you logged back as Doc Savage. So I'm going to clear it.
okay.
So
I'll just log back in.
no, you don't need to. I just got it cleared. All you got to do is click on the character's shield up on top again,
Yep.
and it should be there.
Yay, I'm back.
It's resurrected.
So many IDs to keep track of. Fire Dragons, what's your secret? You're
Oh,
looking pretty buff there.
oh, that's just a picture from the internet. That's my secret.
Don't work out at the gym, just get a picture.
Here we go.
All right. So last going off, someone was just about to make their fear roll.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's no problem.
Yeah, that was me, and I had added a doom. Or no, it was a momentum.
A momentum. You just spent. I just moved the momentum on the chart. And I'm going to share that with everybody again.
All right.
There we go.
And then does this roll here?
It's fear 3.
And-
Oh, a complication.
Oh no, I didn't want to hear that.
And you didn't succeed.
Well, I only have a 7, so.
You trip and fall, and your face goes smashing into the slimy tentacles.
Don't say that.
Okay, so when a character sees a creature with fear, okay, you must make a discipline check equal to X, or suffer the damage from the creature's normal threat and attack. And the X also increases the damage by 3. So its threaten attack.
Are you about to go mad?
No, I'm just gonna go crazy.
It's unholy writhing. All right. So you see this mass of tentacles and gelatinous mass move up in some unholy motion and completely freak you right out. So I am going to roll the damage, and we shall see what happens.
Oh god.
Oh boy, that's a lot of dice.
So it is vicious 1. So it's actually doing 11 points of damage. It has the area effect, but guess what? There's no one else in the area.
Oh, I'm glad for that. So 11.
So yeah, and yeah.
Well, I only have 9. Excuse me. That's vigor, right?
No, it's resolve.
No, it's resolve. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Resolve. I still only have 9. So
So do you have any courage? No, you have no courage.
I have no courage. I'm a chicken.
Okay, so it brings you down to a 0, so that's a wound, and it was more than 5, so that's another wound. So actually 2 traumas.
Yeah. Don't ask me to do anything mental, guys.
So this particular creature also feeds upon fear. The creature gorges itself on the fear of others, gaining the strength as the minds of the others crumble and falter. The game master should add 1 point of doom for every time it suffers mental damage within the medium range. So,
I didn't want to hear that.
2 harms, it goes up by 2 momentum. Or 2
it just
wounds?
says it just says every time it suffers mental damage. It doesn't say wounds, so I think it's just going to take it just takes a doom for free.
Yeah, it just gets the doom for free.
Yep.
Now, if we had all been clustered in that area and it had turned loose and whammied like 3 of us with its area effect, then it would have got 3 doom.
Yeah,
3 people.
it would have been a lot of doom.
That was 2 trauma to me. So
2
isn't that
trauma.
2?
No,
Isn't
it's
that 2?
just it's just whenever you take damage. Even if you had
Okay.
only taken 1 resolve, it still would have got a doom.
Okay.
But
So do I still have an action or?
Oh yeah, you
you
still do.
Okay. So I am going to go ahead. Switch back to there. We have. I don't see the
no momentum.
momentum. We have 0.
0 momentum. Yep.
Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and use a. Thought I had only. Thought I had a couple quivers on me. Where are they at?
The loads are on the inventory tab.
Okay. Must be up here.
Oh, it is a good chance I may have missed that on your character sheet. So if you remember what they are, you can just add them in there now.
I believe it was 2. Let me double check because I still have the character sheet.
Yeah, it says 2.
Okay, so I'll put that in for you.
Okay.
Arrows.
So I'm going to go ahead and use 1, and then I will let the GM doom.
How many doom are you going to give me? 1?
Just 1. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
And then so I got to just add 2 dice.
So first of all, what are you attacking?
I'm going to go ahead and attack the monster. I'm freaking out. I'm just going to start throwing arrows into it as fast as I can.
Okay, well I'm going to spend the doom to react, to defend.
Okay.
Just so I got that done.
Yeah, I'm basically panic fire here.
Okay.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'll use marksman as well, and range. There it is. So, got 2 dice there, and that is 3 plus 1 for marksman.
Yep, that's right. So that is a hit with 3 momentum.
Right.
So write that down.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move that over to the 3 spot.
And so this thing is going to try and defend itself. Its large form is fairly agile as the tentacles and stuff are waving back and forth.
Inventory.
So it will be it's an acrobatics check to dodge out of the way. So acrobatics is a movement.
This thing is going to eat me now, guys.
So, well, I wouldn't get too disappointed here. It's not as graceful as I would have thought.
Oh.
So roll. So 7 and 1. And I'm going to spend one doom to roll 3 dice because I'm trying to beat 3 momentum.
Yep.
Yeah, so I doubt I'm going to get it. Let's see. So I actually got a hit with 2 momentum. So it drops your momentum down by 1.
Okay. We're down to 2 saved.
Yeah, no, you have 1 momentum, so...
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah, 1 momentum is what you have. There you go.
Right. Okay.
So roll your damage.
And then damage to
Don't
roll.
forget you get a bonus dice for your load you fired.
Right. Yep. 1. And there. And then I got 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So
you have 9 damage.
I'm going to go ahead and...
You can re-roll 2 dice.
I can re-roll 2 dice. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll 2 dice. So I'll put a -6 in the box.
-7.
And then...
-6, because he was +1 before.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right, yeah.
Right. And then I got a 2 and a 1 and a 3. So that's
10 damage total.
10 damage total.
And it has
And with I'm looking at the number of Pierce. 1, 2, 3 Pierce.
3 pierce. All right, so let's have a look-see here. It has...
It only has 8 bigger.
It has... it blocks 3 of the damage. So 7 points of damage gets through.
It's 6. So
It has 6 soak, guys.
So that is the there. It is more than 5 points, so you do put a wound on top of it.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. I can spend one of those fortune points for an action, right?
Yes, you can. Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 and retreat into the hall. He's leaving, you guys. All right, so we can put you put yourself next into the door icon there if you into the door area.
More shares for the rest of us.
So I'm looking at Cass's character sheet here now, and I'm looking at his notes, and apparently in his past, he was envious. His peers were envious of him. He was a very sneaky person, and he prevented a disaster. But apparently, this fear must have got to him a little too much.
It's post-traumatic stress, man.
All right.
Been to Japan.
technically, I think it's post-tentacle stress.
So I am going.
Think of that time you went to Japan.
Oh yeah, no. We're not gonna go there.
So this abomination is going to take the next turn, and he's going to spend a doom to go first. He's spending one of his own from his own because he is a dread creature, and he is going to go. He sees Cassius run away. And so it is going to attack someone else. It's going to be between the 2 closest individuals. So it's Fire Dragon or Galen. So I'm going to get... What's that?
I haven't attacked yet.
No, that's right. I spent the doom to break the orders to go first.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get one of you, both of you guys, both Fire Dragon and Galen, to roll a d6. The highest roll is the person who's going to get hit. Attacked.
2.
Uh-oh, so the pressure's on Galen. You just you can pick up and drag a d6 from the chat window and roll it into the chat window. Oh! So Galen is going to be the subject of this tentacle attack.
Woo!
So,
Don't fail me now.
would you like would you like to parry
I
or
would
react?
like to parry.
Okay. First of all, before we spend any doom or do anything like that, I'm looking at this, and you know something? This creature here is going to use its threaten attack instead,
I knew you were going to say that.
because I like the fact that there's a whole area full of individuals.
I'm going to just be peeking over the edge of my shield.
Does the cover soap from Shields work?
No, if I don't see it, it's not going to hurt me.
I'm just going to hide. Help!
Okay, so I'd just like to say I got four viewers now on the stream. This has tied my record for the most people watching it in a game. So thank you very much for the 4 that are there. Okay, so this we are going to have. So Galen, you're going to give me a doom to try to defend yourself, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to spend. Well, wait a minute. What do I know? What's the?
No, you don't. He's got to roll to hit you first, and then you get a roll to counter it after that.
Right.
So this thing is using its. It's going to be persuade, so it's a social skill. This thing has no social bonuses whatsoever. So it's not that great. It has a skill of 6 and no focus.
Well, it did come out of a sewer.
It did. But I am going to spend 3 of its own doom to roll all my dice as much as possible.
Are you suggesting that maybe it's just misunderstood and it's trying to make friends?
Just wants to love you and hug you and squeeze you. And...
Yes. He's just looking for a cuddle. And everybody's so mean to him because of the way he looks.
Oh, you know something? We were actually very fortunate because I forgot something in the first fear attack. It was supposed to get a +3 to his dice for damage, and we never did that. So, but I'm happy with 2 trauma. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. I was like,
That's
literally
enough.
couldn't have done anything worse.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a 0, did 2 trauma.
So I'm going to roll the dice, and we shall see what we get. Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Oh my god!
So
Successes, eh?
that is a hit with 3 momentum.
Oh my god. We have 1 momentum. Spin it.
It's got 65 on that roll.
They had to roll like
That's a 15 average.
So how much doom are you spending? 2 doom, is it? Someone just...
Where was it? It was at 9, right?
It was at 9. Yep.
So 1, 2, 3 doom and 1 momentum.
Okay, so you can only roll a maximum of 5 dice.
Right. So
We'll move the doom back by 1.
yeah.
There we go. I'll look after that. All right.
Okay. So parry? No.
No, it's going to be your discipline.
Discipline. I have to roll my discipline. Awesome! I got nothing. This is gonna go well.
As a berserker, I'm sure you're very disciplined. Oh no!
Oh wow! Look at that.
Oh man.
You actually tied it, but you got a complication.
I know. What's it gonna be?
I'm just going to take the doom for now.
Okay.
But what it is, so it is a tie with a momentum. So there's no extra momentum for this guy to spend. But I'm going to spend 1 of those doom to break the tie. So
Aw,
I
thought I was gonna fall backwards on my shield.
I'm just gonna scroll down here.
So, it gets a +3 to its damage dice. So this creature is undulating in a very weird and grotesque manner, something that portrays its dark and evil nature.
No creature of such type should exist.
And I am going to roll the damage dice now and see what happens. So this is with the +3 added.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, you're actually fairly lucky. Oh, I rolled the wrong one. Oh, you're very, very lucky. Here we go.
Oh god.
So, I rolled a total of 7 damage. I have 4 effects, and it's vicious.
Oh god.
So that's 8 for their 9, 10, 11. So that turns out to be 11 damage.
And I got no courage.
So that's 11 resolve damage. It's going to get a doom for itself. So I'll take a doom. It feeds on the fear. And it has the area ability as well.
Yay.
So area, what area does? The attack effects are widespread. The attack automatically affects any target within reach of the initial target. So you are not in reach of anyone, so it doesn't affect anybody else.
Don't we have guards left?
He killed one set of guards. There was the guards that were next to him.
Yeah. Oh, the figures, the indicator's still
No,
there.
they're still alive. I only killed one of those guys.
Oh, okay.
So if
So
I've
there's
got
still
9 resolve, I erase that. That goes down to 0, and then I take
You're going to take 2 trauma.
trauma.
Yep. So,
I'm just saying the guards are right there.
for
Maybe
some,
they take it.
I thought you guys were all. Yeah, you guys were all fighting them, weren't you?
We're all within close range of each other. We're all in the same zone.
Okay, so I'm just going to put you guys in contact so I'm aware of it.
Okay. Because he was engaged with the guards and I was engaged with the guards, so we have to be in the. So yeah, we can all be affected.
All right, so
Poor guards.
so the attack automatically affects any target within reach of the initial target. So, it's just you guys are not in reach of each other, I would imagine. Or
No.
yeah, because
No.
it doesn't make sense for that.
Yeah, I was trying to flank the other guards to
Right.
force them to split their attention.
So the only other people that are going to be affected by this are the guards.
So the guards are all going to go mad.
That's awesome.
So I'm looking at the rolls here. Okay. If one or more complications are rolled when you're using an area attack, which there wasn't, the game master may choose. Okay, individual targets may attempt to defend.
Yeah, you can get one additional target for each effect roll, starting with the next closest target.
All right, so they don't get to defend because they are mobs, which means they are going to take 11 resolve damage. They have a resolve of 4. So
Two of them screaming mad.
3 of them.
Three?
No, that's right. Yeah, 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them go crazy and actually break down and flee. 2 of them actually run past the creature and jump into the pit in absolute fear. So they'll drop to that, and this other guy is down to. Wow. So that was harmful to the characters. So this creature reaches up. Everything in the area kind of goes kind of crazy.
Hey, he took care of the guards for us. Maybe we should put him, make him part of the group.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the whole worry about being misunderstood. Maybe there's more truth than that than what you thought. Because it did damage to 2 individuals, or to them, he gets another doom. So I'll bring that back up. And that was going to be the end of its turn, but because it's a nemesis, I'm going to spend 3 doom to go again. And this one is going to reach out, and it's going to, with his tentacles,
Get a guard.
go towards Galen.
Yay!
He's not a guard.
So Galen, it's going to reach out with its tentacles to try and attack. Would you like to try and parry?
I would.
Okay. So I'm not going to roll any extra dice. I'm just going to roll a straight up roll. Its agility is really poor. Its combat is not much better. Whoops, right, that was a mistake.
More of a
So
drive you mad kind of guy.
here's the roll. So it hits. It hits. There's no momentum. No momentum.
Sure can breakdance though.
So this undulating mass of tentacles wriggles up through the hole and moves towards Galen, and it swings out with its tentacles.
I will parry with my broadsword.
Okay, so it's free for you to parry.
Oop.
Oh,
All
wrong
right,
one.
wrong one.
Oh,
There you go.
and it only gets 1 success, which is a tie. And you know what I do with ties? I break them. So the
Character always wins.
Except when the GM spends a doom to
There you go.
So it reaches out with its tentacles, and it hits for a total of 10 damage, and it knocks you down as well, unless you want to spend 2 doom.
Don't forget to roll your shield soak.
I was just going to say that.
Okay, so it blocks for that damage, and I will roll to see where it hits you. It hits you in the torso, so it blocks 6 of that damage. So that's 4 damage that gets through.
And my armor takes 2 more.
Yeah, I already got that included.
Yeah.
So only 4 points of vigor damage gets through, so not enough to hurt you. But would you like to spend 2 doom to avoid being knocked down?
I would.
Okay.
1, 2.
And now with that, I will. It reaches out with its tentacle attacks. Let's see if I have something here. Doesn't sound very happy.
No, it doesn't.
It's not helping with the idea that it's trying to make friends.
No, it's not. It certainly it doesn't have a good. It's not making a good impression. So who would like to go next? After all that, who would like to go next?
Me,
All right, Galen.
I haven't attacked yet.
Yeah, Galen. Neither
Yeah.
Galen nor Warren have gone yet this round.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've just moved and defended. Well, I got my broadsword out already, so I guess that's what I'm using.
Okay.
And I would like to do slightly better than normal, so I will spend 2 doom.
Okay. 2 doom.
Just so that he feels it.
So this thing is going to parry, so I got to spend the doom to do that. This is its.
Ah,
All right.
What an awesome roll.
So you hit with 2.
No, you hit with 3.
Yeah, you
My
3.
focus is 3.
Yeah. So you got 3 successes. So I got to try and defend. I'm not going to spend any extra dice to defend. Its parry is. Let's see.
Oh, you must have a talent that lets you.
Well, this is a nemesis, so he's able to.
Right.
So I'm just rolling 2 dice, and I only get 1. So you hit with 2 momentum. Oh, Galen, you got to do your fear your fear check now, because this is your first turn that you're acting against it. By the way,
Oh,
but you know something,
Pretty sure he's not-
I kind of forgot, and we already rolled damage and all that stuff. So I will say it missed its opportunity. So 6 damage total.
Can I spend the 2 momentum and add some damage?
You can spend the momentum to re-roll the 3.
No,
No, it's only 1. Oh, it was only 1 dice. Okay.
Oh yeah, do you have no mercy, Galen? The talent,
Yes.
so you can re-roll that 4.
Yep. Okay, so all you gotta do is just pick a d6 and just roll it in the window there, no?
Yay.
Nice.
7 points.
Don't forget to
May I
spend for
suggest-
penetrating.
Yeah, may I suggest rather than doing extra damage with the momentum, you just spend it. If you're going to spend it on penetrating, because it had a wind soak.
Yeah,
6.
it's a 6 armor of 6.
Say again?
Used it all to try and
I used all of what?
your momentum for penetration.
I haven't
Yeah.
spent any momentum yet.
No, but use it. I'm saying.
Yeah, use it for penetrating. It's
Yeah,
got
we're-
relation.
I haven't spent any momentum yet.
No, that's right. That's what they're saying. They're saying you should use that momentum for penetrating if you want.
Well, I want to kill it. I don't want to have sex with it.
Well,
But I take your point. All
without
right,
penetration, you're not doing either.
I spend the 2 momentum, and how does that work?
All right.
So you can.
Okay, that
Sorry.
caught me off guard. All right. So if you were to spend, it has a soak of 6, which means you got to do at least 6 points of damage to get rid of it. If you
Yep.
spend all your momentum, it reduces its armor down to 2. So you only got 2 armor. Only 2 damage is going to get protected or get stopped.
Well, I've only got 2 momentum, so if I spend those, what does it do?
It gives you penetration 4.
Okay.
So now,
Its armor gets reduced by 4, so
Yep.
you'll do more damage.
Well, there I go.
all right. So it has a armor of 2, which means it did a total of 7 damage total. So it means 5 gets through, and you actually put a wound on it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job.
So would you like to describe
I
it?
haven't felt that in a while.
That's his second wound here now. So would you like to describe this attack in your own words?
Well, it lunges at me with its tentacles. I hold my shield up and drive my blade in past my shield into its writhing tentacles, hoping to strike something vital. And I slice through some of its tentacles, and some of them fall to the ground, flopping around like dead fish.
Fair enough. Okay. Give yourself 10 XP.
And I feel a bit sick.
A little nauseous to the stomach.
Who'll be next?
So, it's going to be Valdor.
No, I went already.
Oh,
I
sorry.
started the turn.
Yeah, you did.
It's only me that hasn't gone.
Okay. All right, you go ahead, Fire Dragon.
All right. Well, I guess.
First of all, you need to do a fear check. I'm not going to forget that one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I want to use 2 doom because I don't have much discipline.
Okay.
So, I guess I add 2 to my modifier.
Add 2, and it's a fear 3 is what this creature has.
Oh, no.
All right, so you do not succeed. I will roll its attack on you.
So I think this campaign, the downtime carousing activities are going to be pretty easy. Recover.
So it gets a +3 for this, and I will roll the damage.
Holy dice.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't do anything that much to you.
Wow.
There are no effects, so there's no area effects in this.
Okay.
So
Wait, the only people next to you were the bad guys.
Were the
Damn,
bad guys.
oh,
But you do. It is vicious, and again, there's no effects, so you don't have to worry about that. So 8 points of resolve. Now, do you have any courage?
No.
Okay. So
No bonus to courage.
all right. So
We're waiting for the little girl and her little dog to come along so we can get braids and that kind of thing.
So I take 1 wound of trauma because it's more than 5.
Yep.
And my resolve is at 1.
Correct. And in the background, you hear Fire Dragon. All right.
Well, awfully high pitch.
That beer diaper that he's wearing is awfully tight. It's more like a thong. beer rug thong.
Don't get a picture. Don't get a picture. Don't get a picture.
He's
All
a
right.
French barbarian.
So you managed to. You're a little shaken up, but you have enemies directly in front of you.
Do the guards take any to fear damage?
No, they don't. There was no effects.
Oh, okay.
They,
All right,
and
well-
they haven't gone yet.
Well, I haven't either yet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I want to try to get free to chain.
Okay. Yeah. So
God, that's right.
yeah. So that there is a difficulty 1 acrobatics.
All right. And I'm just going to go straight up.
So you are free of that. Now, that was going to be your action. Did you?
Okay.
You don't have any momentum, so do you want to spend a fortune point to go again?
Yeah, I'll spend a fortune point and attack. So can I put those guys between me and Abomination and attack them?
Sure.
And that's what I want to do with two-handed sword.
All right. So they can't defend. It's a now. You have a. Yeah. So it is a difficulty 1. That's what that is.
Okay. And why is it difficulty 1, so I understand?
The reason, well, they can't defend, and they have nothing that makes your attack any harder, so it's going to be a straight-up difficulty 1.
Oh, okay. Alright, so my melee roll is...
So you hit with 2 momentum. So I'll put the 2 in on the bar.
Alright. And I'll do some damage. And using my No Mercy, I want to re-roll the 4
Okay, go ahead.
And the 3.
and a 3.
So you're going to roll 2
Yep.
d6. Yep.
Thank you. So 2d6. And there you go.
So you have a total of 9 damage
No.
without vicious.
Yeah.
So, but you have 5 effects. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
Whoa.
And there's 3 of them?
There's 3 of them.
There were 3 of them.
There was 3.
So...
You want to leave one alive.
You-
Remember.
You now, Yeah, so they have a armor soak of
Hold on.
3.
If I is it blood on steel?
Let's see.
I want to
Oh,
use
God.
momentum to add a vicious quality. So it'd be vicious 2.
Okay, so that makes it up to 15,
19.
16, 17, 18, 19. Wow, okay.
There we go.
Even without their armor, even if they had armor, even if you don't penetrate anything, would you like to describe the demise of the 3 of these characters?
All right. As I circle to put those guys between myself and the abomination, I do a full twirl, lopping them all off at the torso.
Magic is so powerful. So I have Fantasy Grounds back up and running now, so people should be able to log in without issue.
I'm looking at my character already.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Thanks.
And I did it again.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll change that. Okay, you can pick them again.
Remember to use the same right name all the time.
No worries.
When you go to join a game, at the bottom it says previous games, and it has all the information you used before. So you just double click on that, and then you don't have to re-enter anything.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm old and dumb.
The only reason I noticed was earlier I was we were testing Gandrin's computer to make sure it would connect without any problems. So I made up a dummy game and everything, and then I was looking at it. I was like, "Look, there it is. You can just do that." Doom Pit.
It's a night of firsts. I've never used Discord before either.
Yeah, it's new for a lot of people. So, guys, other than my computer crashing, which has nothing to do with Fantasy Grounds, how are you guys finding Fantasy Grounds?
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a nice layout. And the dice are fun.
Like, there is a pretty steep learning curve to it, like especially if you're in the running games to get used to it. But it is a pretty good. I think it's a pretty good system.
It is. I if there's any criticism that I can think of at the moment, it's just little things like the modifier thing at the bottom. Some of it is visually needs to be a little bigger.
Well, that's something I can work on because I got control over that.
Yeah,
Ew.
yeah. The font size is I'm getting old, so eye vision not so great.
You're more than just a game master.
So I'm going to show you something here now. In the chat window, if you guys type in this command, the default is 100. Oh shit. Okay, apparently I can't type it in. Scale UI 75. So in the Discord chat is where I'm going to put it.
if you type it in the chat, it changes it for you.
Yeah. Scale UI base is 100. So if you type that command into your chat window, that sets your screen size, your user interface to is 100%. So you can change that from 70 up to 200. So if you type in scale UI and then say 150, it'll make everything a little bit bigger. So for my people that are watching my stream, guys, I have to apologize. Apparently that my broadcasting software updated at some point, and when there's an update, it causes my computer to crash after running for so long. So in my last crash, I just updated my software, and hopefully that should fix it. That's the worst thing about this, and I don't know why it happens. But I still got 3 loyal watchers, so if I could... Thank you. Thank you for making me validating my existence on the internet. Yeah. So yeah, so you guys, if you use that settings, it'll change things up. So Cassius, how did you find it on yours?
Yeah, I got it. That's a little bit better.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'll have to bring everything back again. Images. So Fire Dragon.
Yep.
You were in the middle of describing a very wonderful dance of death that you gave to these guys.
Yep.
So give yourself a 10 XP bonus description.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. So now for the last of these guys, they have to suffer fear as well. So I got to make some rolls. I don't expect many to live. Something that I never took into account when I wrote this little story. That fear would affect them as well.
Where's our berserker?
Oh.
He hasn't picked his character or logged back in or something.
I'm in.
No,
I
he's
just
there.
can't-
Oh yeah, hit the character shield again. You got to refresh that little page on the right hand side, and then you'll see it.
I'm still missing the map too.
Okay, I will reshare it.
Okay, there you go. Yep, got it.
So they have a very poor discipline roll.
That's what I like to hear.
So their willpower is 7. They have no fortitude bonuses, so it's a straight up 7. 0. There is 3 of them, so they will roll 3 dice. And I will roll. And they actually get 3 successes. Incredible.
Are these the 3 guards that I just cleaved in half?
No, this is the other 3 that are remaining down
Oh,
below
yeah.
here. So they actually survived. So they will go ahead and act. They are going to turn their attention to Valdor.
Yes.
They are going to go and try and attack you. Would you like to parry?
I will. I have a shield and deflection, so it will cost me nothing.
Okay. So they have a combat of 10 and 1. They are going to roll 3 dice. So they rolled a complication, which means I'm going to lose 2 doom. But they did get a hit with 3 successes,
Oh my god.
which is impressive for these guys.
I'm going to use a doom and roll an extra dice.
Okay, so I'll take a doom back.
And I will get 3 successes. Wah, wah, wah.
So that's a hit with 2 successes, is what it is. So they actually hit with 1. Hit with 1 momentum. So 1 momentum.
How are those guards still alive?
Very lucky rolls, actually.
I guess.
So
Weren't they nuts?
No.
they
Uh,
they actually resisted. They resisted the first time. The second time, they failed the first time. This time here, they failed, or they survived.
yes.
So they are attacking you with 4 dice of damage. They got 1 momentum, so I'm going to roll the 4 dice. Looks like I did a total of 3 damage to you. I'm going to spend their 1 momentum to re-roll the 2 dice of damage. So -2. Roll the dice. So it looks like they did a total of 4 points of damage.
Okay. What location?
They hit you in the right leg.
Right leg. All right. I will roll my shield soak.
So
Feather soak.
your shield absorbs all the impact.
Yeah.
And now back to the slaves, because that was it for their turn. So the slaves now have to suffer their turn, their fear. And oh, they're not very good either. Not good either. All right, here they go. So there is 5 of them, or 4 of them, sorry. Roll the dice.
You know, we probably should have waited to kill the guard sergeant last.
So they failed. They failed horribly, and they got 2 complications. So
Wait, as NPCs, that means that cost you doom, right?
it cost me doom, or I can have something bad to them. So I'm going to make this. Okay, I got to look at my chart. What can I do? Because this is a bad set of bad little bit of fear here. No, I'm just going to lose the doom. I'm going to lose 4 doom. So that brings it to 10. I got to roll the damage for this thing.
Are they going to scream so hard that it takes about 5 seconds for them to actually make a noise?
We are about to see.
Effects.
So they have 3 effects, so that's 6 there total.
13 damage?
13 damage. They have a resolve of 4.
Takes out 3 of them.
Takes out 3. So there's 1 slave left. And that guy has 1 little bit of... Oh, wait, now. No. Hold on. This particular character has a courage 3, I guess, from being beaten to death, or beaten for years, and they're kind of, I guess, more immune to it, perhaps. So actually 10 points of resolve damage gets through. So that kills 2 of them.
We still got 50% of the hostages.
Hey, we're almost as good as the FBI.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. So I'm going to go to the next round. Clear everybody's actions.
So the remaining 2 are, can we say explosive diarrhea?
Yes. 2 of the slaves break down and have heart attacks and die.
So, ready to go again?
We're all ready to go.
Oh, if you guys don't mind, I'll go again.
Sure, mister, I'm out in the hall.
I will be using my marksman again. And we're out of momentum, so I'm going to go ahead and use...
Okay, well, before you roll, this creature now is in the other zone, so it's in a long zone. It's in long range. So your range on that bow is medium, correct?
I believe so.
I think it says M, RM on the...
Yes.
All right, so that means it's going to be a difficulty 2.
Unless you have shoot for the horizon.
Yep.
I do not.
Hint, hint, what to do with your XP, hint, hint.
Yeah. Got it.
This thing is not going to try and defend.
Okay, I will go ahead and...
But wait, there's more. You are committed to firing this bow. I'm going to spend 2 doom, and as you're backing out through the doorway to take your shot, you actually kind of stumble because you're still kind of nervous, which is going to increase your difficulty up to a difficulty 3.
Ouch. Wow. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it anyway, but I'm going to go ahead...
That you will.
So I've got marksman, and then I've got What the heck is it on this character sheet? I'm going to go ahead and spend another fortune point.
Oh, okay.
And so that'll give me a natural 20. Or a natural 1, rather. Nah, not
I'll take a 20. I'll take a 20.
No. And then I'll go ahead and give you a doom.
Okay, so I'll
For
move
an
the
extra
doom up.
dice.
There we go.
And then...
So right now you're rolling a total of 3 dice. Plus
so I'm
your
rolling a total of 3 dice.
plus
And I'm getting...
plus your momentum or your fortune.
And why does this keep switching, moving?
Oh, just once before you make the roll, I just gotta get my dog. Just 1 second.
Okay.
What were you saying, Ron?
The range thing keeps moving on me.
Oh, the
Yeah, the skill thing keeps moving. I guess it's because it shuts down and you know.
I don't know.
Yeah. So he wants to be here for this.
Put your adjustment in.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, if we were
Oh.
playing John Carter, we were playing John Carter and you were Earthborn, you could just jump over and shoot him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they can move like 2 zones or something.
Well, one extra zone for free,
Right.
and spend 1 momentum, and then you can make it an extra one on top of that. So you can cover
Wow.
spend momentum, you can cover 3 zones.
Wow.
Yeah, minor action. Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you must have really, really big thighs.
Yeah, I never understood that about John Carter, but
Well,
It's the same logic that gives Superman super strength. The gravity's lower, so you're super strong.
yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, it's
Don't-
we're
yeah.
talking early 20th century, so they didn't really understand the science as well.
That's true.
It's just for fun.
Yeah. Ugh. So how long you guys been gaming?
1980,
1980?
81.
Yeah.
I've been gaming for years, but it's been quite a while stepped away from the role playing.
Yeah. Yeah, I started in I say 80, but I don't know. I don't remember.
All right, sorry about that, but I'm back. I have expected my computer to be shut down when I came back that time.
Oh, well, we tried. We tried. Okay. Here you go.
Oh, so you hit
I
is a
got-
difficulty 3, and you got 3 successes.
And then I got to tack on 2 more for my fortune point, which is 5.
So that's a
And
hit.
then I get to tack on 1 more for
So
my
you got 3
marksman.
momentum.
So you got a hit with 3 momentum.
Yep.
Wow, I wasn't expecting the hit, but you got one.
So you said he was going to not
You know, it hit him.
Okay.
Go directly to damage.
Right. And
Nice.
so what are we looking for here?
You got a total of 5 damage, but you got piercing 4.
Nice.
So I get to re-roll how many of those? 2?
1, 2, 3.
I get to re-roll
No, but-
3.
As if you spend the momentum, or unless you have
by
a
spending
talent.
momentum, you can reroll all 3, but using accuracy, you can roll like 2.
I think I'm going to go ahead and roll because I only have. Let's see. I have
Well, he has the
marksman,
accuracy talent, does he?
and I have accurate that only gives me 2 dice. So I'm going to go ahead and use 1 momentum,
Okay.
and I'm going to go -5 into the box, and
Another pierce.
another pierce. So how many pierces? That's 1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5. Yeah. So total of 7 damage.
Yep.
Let's leave the momentum in the pool as is. And
Okay.
5 pierce.
All right. So, how much damage total? We have 5, 6, 7, right?
Yeah, 7
So-
with 5 pierce.
6 of it gets through, which causes another wound. This thing is starting to stagger and stumble everywhere, and that brings it down to 7. It is very unhappy.
Yeah. So I will shoot it very close to one of its eyes, and get him between the eyeball and the socket.
Well, you hit it. It screams and it writhles and it gets completely, totally ticked off. And it is struggling right now. So,
Yahoo!
are you going to do anything else?
Oh, that takes up my maneuver and my action.
Well, you have 2 momentum left. Did you want to go again for a swift action?
I'm gonna leave that for my companions because my difficulty will be up to a 4.
Well, no, it'll be at a it'll just be a 2 this time. Oh no, it'll be a 3. It'll be a 3. Yeah.
It'll be a 3. Yeah. So no, I'm just gonna leave those.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a doom, and I'm going to go first.
It's gonna jump over and attack me.
No, it is not going to do that. It is going to do it. Seeing it's nearly wounded, and it has now difficulty 3 on top of everything that's got to do. It is going to try its threaten attack because it seems to have some success in that area. So it is going to target Galen with his writhing and squeamish looks.
Ew.
We can't even see Galen.
There's all these tentacles and things kind of wrapping around him, and he's covered in slime and all that garbage.
He slimed me.
So let me see here. So it's persuade. So 6 and social. Okay. And I'm going to spend as many dice as I can. Because it's a mental attack, it doesn't affect any difficulties. Are you going to try and defend against this, Galen?
Yeah, I thought I might.
Alright, so it's going to cost you a doom. So I'll move the doom up.
A doom?
Yeah, I just moved it up.
Well, how many should... Well,
You got to pay 1 to be able to react. So after that, then you this has nothing to do with... This is just you paying to react. So we'll see what it does to you first, and then you can roll extra dice.
Okay.
So I am spending 3 of those doom, 1, 2, 3, to roll a total of 5 dice.
What's he got against me?
Here's the roll and the results. Incredible! I got a hit. I got 3 successes. I actually got 3 successes. It has a skill of 6 with no focus. Oh, wait, no, there's a 19 in there, which means I lose 2 momentum.
Oh, right, because it has no skill.
Yep,
So.
it has no skill. All right. So, Galen, you need to make a discipline check.
I do. And I don't have a skill in discipline. I'm an undisciplined berserker. So I'm going to buy 3 doom.
Okay, so I'll take that. 1, 2, 3.
You're almost out of doom.
Dude, use a fortune point.
Yeah.
I'm going to save that for the next round. Or for my attack. So that's plus 3.
Oh my goodness!
God.
Ah,
Ooh.
Look at that!
beat that.
Take back everything we said about spending a fortune. You're fine.
So
I laugh at your tentacles.
you actually gain a momentum. Would you like to put that into the pool?
Okay.
All right. So that is its turn. Who would like to go next?
I would like to go.
Oh, Galen's getting his payback.
Okay.
Now, Galen, just to let you know, I don't know if you looked at or aware of it, but you can go berserk if you want to go into a
I was
berserk rage.
just gonna say, my next thing was gonna say is I'm going to spend a fatigue point.
Okay, so that lowers your overall
Vigor.
vigor down to and no, it takes it off the top. So your vigor stays where it is. It stays at 7, but your overall max is down to 10 now.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
So I get angry. I turn green.
So while enraged, enraged, you gain 1 bonus momentum to all melee and thrown attacks after
Yep.
anyone facing you. Okay. You may spend 2 doom to have an attack of an additional character within reach.
He gets 2 doom or 2 bone momentum, doesn't he? Because doesn't he have that other talent?
Yeah, I've got Wild Fury.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So it is not going to defend. Actually, you know something? Before you do that, it is going to defend. I got to see if its tentacles have parry, which I don't think they do. They do not. I'm going to spend three doom to make this a fortune point. So he will ignore all physical penalties against it for the remainder
My
of the
favorite.
scene. So I
No
paid
point rolling.
1 to doom to defend, and I paid the 3 to get my fortune point. So
I mean, I don't bother rolling then.
no, you still attack. It's
Okay.
going to try and defend. That's all.
So what does that mean? Ignore physical damage. That
Well,
you said.
Where for the rest of the scene, usually for every wound, it increases the difficulty, right? So it had 3 wounds against it. So for him to actually
those-
parry,
That's what you're. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
okay,
Well, I'm gonna spend a fortune point.
okay. So double click on your fortune point to make it go away.
And I'm going to spend. See, I already got
Oh.
+2 momentum from my berserker, so that means.
So just to show, I don't know if I explained this to you. So you had 2 fortune points originally, or just then, or did you already spend it, or?
I just spent it.
Okay, I'm just going to put that back to a 2 where it was. I'm going to get you to double click on that 2.
Okay, I see.
That brings it up there, right? So that's just a way for everyone to help keep track of it.
Got it.
Okay.
So I get 2 momentum already from my 2 berserker skills.
Well, you
and
got to roll to hit first.
yeah, but I'm also going to spend 1 of these momentum here, so that brings it up to +3 modifiers.
Okay, yeah. So the bonus momentum you get is after you hit. So you only have access to the 2 that's in the pool right now. The bonus momentum is if you get a success, you instantly add that amount of bonus momentum to your overall roll.
Okay, I got it.
Yep.
So it doesn't count towards the.
The number of dice you're about to roll. No.
So then maybe I could spend another of these momentum points.
There you go.
All right, so I'm gonna get +2.
Okay.
Okay, mealy.
Wow. So 5, 6, 7, counting that fortune point.
Good roll.
So you got to hit with 5, plus your momentum. What's the extra momentum bonuses that you get now?
1 for berserker and 1 for wild fury.
So you got to hit with 7 momentum. Ouch. Okay, I should have. And
That's a lot.
this thing is going to try and defend. I'm only going to spend 1 doom to roll 1 extra dice. Oh wait, now. What's the range on your weapon or the reach? The R number in front of it. It's a 2.
2.
It has its tentacles have a reach of 3. So you actually have a hit with 6 momentum.
Only 6? Oh,
Sorry
no.
about that. Hit with 6.
I feel like such a failure.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Throw yourself at its mercy.
So unless I happen to roll 3 dice all less than, unless I roll all ones, I'm not going to defend against this thing. So
Well,
I'm going to spend another doom to make that a +2.
Watch him roll ones.
So I got a hit with 3 momentum, which brings you down to 3. So you got a hit with 3 momentum.
Okay.
So that's a good hit. So I'm going to move that momentum up to 3, or up to 4. Sorry. There we go.
Well, I'm going to spend 2 of that because I want to do more damage.
Use it on penetrating.
So roll your damage first. The first
Right.
thing you always want to do is roll your damage. So you got 2 dice of damage that don't do anything. Now your berserker also helps you out as well, right? I think. No, it doesn't. What does Wild Fury do?
It just gives you momentum to hit.
Oh, okay. So there's no extra. So
I
yes.
have no mercy.
Okay, so you get to re-roll those for free.
Don't see. Yeah, I think it's just the 1 point of no mercy that I had, so I can re-roll.
Yeah, there's 2 dice of damage there that didn't do any damage, so you can re-roll those 2. So roll 1 more d6.
Well, no, if he's only got no mercy, he can only roll 1.
Is it only 1? I thought it was all of them.
No, you can re-roll 1 damage die per.
Yeah.
Oh,
melee.
per rank. Yeah, but he's got 4 ranks of. Was it per rank or per talent? Number of melee talents. Yeah, so he's got 4
It is
melee.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't think Berserk was a melee talent. Thought it was some weird ass.
No, it's not.
But you got no mercy and you got blood on
Got at
steel.
least-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
blood on steel. Okay, yeah, that's 2. So yeah, you re-roll them both.
And I think I'm going to spend another momentum to get the vicious quality.
Fair enough. So that brings it down to a 3.
So that was 2 momentums? Yeah, there you
So that's 4, 5, 6
So-
damage.
So it's
Blood
2.
on steel.
10 damage.
7.
Oh yeah, so you
Bring it.
you still got 3 momentum left. All right, I'm just getting that straightened out first.
And that's 10 damage, I think.
10 damage. All right. So, do you want to spend anything on piercing?
Yes.
If you spend all 3 momentum, you will ignore all of its armor.
Well, I don't want to be greedy. I
Spend
want to
it.
let other people get a chance to finish this off if I don't.
There is a good chance. And
I
this
will
is
spend the 1.
okay.
3, 3, 3.
All right then.
Make hay while the sun shines.
So it now has piercing 2. So it blocks 4 points of the damage. Or sorry, yeah, it blocks 4 points of the damage. So it brings your overall damage down to 6.
Okay.
So let's see here.
How does he feel about that?
Would you like to describe the last moments on the planet that this creature experiences?
I go into a berserker rage of fury where I'm spitting as much saliva as this thing is dripping slime, and I rush towards it, pinning it between my shield and the edge of the pit, and I just turn into a blur of sword strokes, and blood and crap are flying everywhere.
For the killing For
a
the
disgusting, hideous orgy of blood and guts and tentacles flopping all over the place, like like a a trawler has just dumped its load of fish from a net.
give yourself a bonus 10 experience points.
Yay!
And this abomination, even though pinned to the sword, it's kind of tears itself up, and the weight of it falls, makes it flop back into the hole, and you hear a thud far below.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to make a discipline roll.
Yes. So you have a berserker. While enraged, at the end of the enraged condition, to end it. Yes. So you
The difficulty goes down to 3 because I just killed something.
correct.
You have 2 momentum.
Yep. I'll spend it for the sake of my friend.
Oh, now first of all, I got it. Before you do this,
Okay.
you still have 2 momentum to do this. This is an action. This is you like to make a roll like you just attacked. So to use a skill, it's like an action. So you can spend the fortune point to go again. If you don't, the difficulty is actually increased by 1 because it's a swift
Yeah,
action.
maybe I'll wait till the next round.
You wait till the next round because you're not going to do anything yet.
No.
All right.
So will he still get the bonus for killing the...
Oh yeah. He'll still get the bonus for doing that.
Okay, cool.
So are you? I guess is that it for you, Galen?
Yep.
All right.
That's plenty long enough for me.
So we have Valdor and Warren the Fire Dragon. Who would like to go next?
Do it. Kill them.
I'll go ahead and go. There's 3 guards left, or
There is 3 guards left, and one of those 3 is wounded heavily.
all right. So we have momentum. I'll go ahead and spend 1 momentum and use Death Blade to add 2 dice to my attack, and I will lay into them with my warhammer.
All right. It is a difficulty 1. You hit with 2 momentum.
Yep. I get 3 successes.
Yep. So that's a hit with 2 momentum.
And then the damage.
So we're up to 3 momentum, right?
Yeah.
No,
so
yeah, up to 3 momentum. Yep, that's right.
So that's 10 damage.
Yep.
Including vicious. And there are no dice I need to reroll. So yeah, 10 damage.
All right.
All those 2s, man.
I will spend 1 momentum penetrating to ignore their 2 points of their soak.
Okay. So you crush 2 of these individuals.
And then I will spend 1 momentum to take a swift action with my shield.
Ah, yes, because you're using a separate weapon, of course.
Yep. And
So
I
it
will
is a
spend 1 momentum,
is a difficulty 2 now.
right? And I will spend 1 momentum on Death Blade to add 2 more dice.
Nice.
Shield bash the last guy in the head.
All right, go ahead. Difficulty 2. You have a hit with 3 momentum.
And I don't have the shield damage on here.
The shield damage is on the. It should be, I think.
Well, there's the
Valdor.
shield soak. It's not for the attack damage. I
Oh
think
no,
it's-
you don't. So I will add that there for you, very quickly. What's yours? It's gonna be what 4, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Crom.
So 4 dice. Oh, and I had 3 momentum. Just put them back up there.
You just know that was a spear you just rolled there.
Oh, oops, wrong one.
So he got knocked down on this and parry. So let me
Yeah.
just give me a second here now.
Ignore me, spear.
So you have a melee bonus, so that actually goes up. That actually going to be 6 dice. So let me change that to
No,
6.
so the base damage for shield is only 2 dice, I believe.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, so it's 4 dice. You can feel free to roll your shield knockdown.
Alright. There it is. And I will 1 dice with no mercy. So that will be 4 points. I will go ahead and spend 1 momentum to ignore 2 points of his armor, and we'll see if that. And 1 more point to add a point of damage. So make it 5 damage and 2 and no effect. How
So first of all, give yourself 10 experience points for the killing blow.
all right.
And please describe in your best, in your own words.
So I will. The first 2 guys, I will smash the warhammer into one guy's head, then bring the pommel of it back in a backhand into the other guy's throat and send him stumbling back, and then raise the shield up under the other guy's chin, shattering his jaw and sending him spitting teeth out. And he can, if he dies, he can trip and fall into the writhing remains of the beast and be ground into pulp by the still writhing tentacles.
Ooh.
Well done. And with that, the last torturer down. The two last remaining slaves look up at you and say, "Oh, you are our heroes! Thank you so much! Please, get us out of here."
All right, come on. If they're chained, I'll knock the chains loose with my hand.
Our masters will be so pleased to have us return to them.
Any of you got any hot butter?
And with that now with the creature, the beast in the bottom of the pit destroyed, no one around to stop you from escaping the dungeon, you guys are able to escape and return the slaves to their proper master.
Galen's still berserking though.
Oh, he is still berserking, so we will do this. Okay, so because Sean reminded me of a little rule that I forgot, I like people who do this for me, even to the detriment of their own characters. Give yourself 10 XP as a bonus. I appreciate that.
Spend that fortune now. Oh wait.
Now, where I was the only one that didn't get any actions in that combat, where the combat's over, does it just go right to Galen now?
Well, you can do something if you want. No, you can go right ahead and do something.
I didn't know if I want to use observe.
Yep.
To see if there's anything I can do to protect people while he's calming down from his rage.
Well, your best bet is to move over by them.
Okay.
Stay out of that zone.
Oh, stay out of the zone?
Go, but yeah.
Don't be in the zone that I'm.
All right. Well, let's
He's
move
going a
over
little
to.
loopy.
Let's,
Better stay away.
let's move over to protect the slaves.
All right. So I'm going to put you in to be engaged with them, so you're able to protect them in case they attack him.
I'll take my free action and step back over there.
Because we got to keep them alive.
Okay, so so now this will go into the next round. The last momentum is gone. So this is a new round.
And with my action, can I put something like between us and Galen? Can I pull like something in between us?
You know something? I will allow you, if you spend because you can spend fortune points to make small changes to the games and the environment to add some extra bit of storytelling on your part. So for 1 fortune point, I will allow you to describe a distraction. So if he was to attack anyone behind you, it'll be increased by 2 difficulty.
All right. Well, I will spend the fortune.
So and describe this obstacle now.
As I've made my way to the next zone to put myself between the slaves and the berserking raider, Galen, I snatch the high candle holder.
Yep.
And throw it on the floor between Galen and the rest of us. And candles spill and twirl, some of them out. And there's this iron rot candle holder thrown between us.
All right. Excellent. Well done. That's a very good idea.
Just till he calms down, of course.
Except now we don't have enough momentum.
Well, I didn't use any momentum.
No, he used fortune.
Oh, good.
The momentum went away because it was the end of the round.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now that momentum is
I
gone.
thought the momentum goes away at the end of the scene.
No, at the end of each round.
In combat each round.
Oh, yeah, but it goes down by one for each round.
Yeah, that's correct. All right, so it is now the next round. I will not allow any more fortune points to be spent to make anything more difficult. So please do not think you can dump all your fortune now and fill the whole place up with walls.
I actually was thinking about trying to assist him using counsel or persuade.
Ah, okay.
Spend a fortune point on that.
That is perfect. That's an excellent idea. Ideal.
All right. So I will use persuade if I can, because I actually have some of that.
Yep. So you're going to actually assist him in to make his roll, correct?
Correct.
All right. So you only get to roll 1d6 or 1d20 because it's an assist roll. Just
Should I roll first?
just 1 second there, guys.
What are you going to say to calm me down?
Calm the F down or I'll chop you in half. Oh, that's with the 20.
Yeah. Galen, relax. We'll get you some butter, and you can have those tentacles for dinner.
No. Say, I think it moved. I saw it move. He loses attention on you guys and goes back to the creature.
Yeah, that's true.
Just keeps attacking it.
We need to carry a big, a large rug to be able to roll.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you get to roll 1d20, but you're spending a fortune, so it actually counts as an automatic. Do you have any focus in this?
I do. I have one focus in persuade.
Okay, so you actually give. If he succeeds, he gets momentum.
And hey, I got a success too. So if you get one success, you get 3 bonus extra successes.
Well, I hate to rain on your parade, but you're spending your fortune actually counts as rolling a dice.
Right, but you can. Oh, okay, I get it.
Right? So you got 2 successes.
Extra dice to the assist.
Right.
So you get 2 successes.
Here I go. I have no discipline skill.
Use
Put
some
Doom
doom.
on there.
You only got to get 1. So you got to get D3. All right. So all you got to do is get 1 success. Oh no!
But wasn't he
Must
supposed
kill, destroy,
to roll 3 dice?
enemies everywhere.
Wasn't he supposed to roll 3 dice?
Did you spend any doom or anything to roll extra dice?
I thought I had to spend momentum to do that.
No. You can spend doom to roll extra dice if you want to roll. Just roll give up to 3 doom to add to that.
But with the persuasion, doesn't that give him more?
Well,
No.
he needs to get at least 1 success on his roll. So
Okay.
Fortune point.
yeah,
Fortune point.
but
I'm gonna increase 2 doom.
okay. So you're just roll your standard 2 dice now. That's all, and we'll add it to this. So I'll increase to 2.
Oh, you got 1.
So he got 1 success plus the 2 from Valdor. That's 3. How many do you need, Galen, to recover from your rage?
Well, it depends on how much time is spent from when I last. If I just killed something,
Which you
the
did.
difficulty is 3. If
Well
it's
then,
not-
sir, you do not see red anymore.
Okay. What happened? I blacked out.
Why am I covered in squid guts?
Orin totally killed it. Or Fire Dragon killed it. Totally killed it. Made a whole mess.
I was feeling a little awkward before because after getting 2 trauma points, I pooped my pants. Now I don't feel so weird. With all this all over.
Oh no, we kind of forgot something. We
Oh no!
we did forget, I forgot something, so it's not going to affect you guys. But you had 2 trauma, so technically that would have been a difficulty 5.
Yeah.
But that's my fault. I forgot that. So first of all, Valdor, for your idea of using console to make it easier for him, give yourself a bonus 10 XP.
That does not go on the inventory list.
There should be a section in your note. If you click on the notes tab.
Yeah,
There it
I
is.
found it. I just clicked on the wrong tab.
Oh, okay. There you go. And with that, now that Galen has got his mind back together, he's no longer doing this anymore.
Only in a lower register.
Only in the lower register. And with that, you guys will return back to the person who was blackmailing you. The diplomat was so happy with his slaves' return, at least 2 of them. He rewards the entire group 20 gold, 10 gold per surviving slave.
So
that's 5
4 of
gold.
us is 5 each.
And yeah. And everyone gets 200 XP. So very quickly, we're going to do the in-between adventure stages, except for buying skills, unless you already know what your skills are going to be. So first of all,
I know one of my skills that I want to buy next, but you can continue with everybody.
okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to get everyone to pay their upkeep, and their upkeep is located on the inventory page.
Paid?
Done.
So
Right.
So you have 11 gold, so that's actually going to be 19. I'm going to change that in your sheet there. There, Galen? You see what I did? See how it's gold right to the left of that, and there's a 19 in it there now? So I'm going to get everyone to pay off their upkeep.
Done.
Done.
For everyone who had a trauma or a wound, it will cost you 1 gold per trauma or wound to heal everything up.
So 1 trap. So one gold. Okay.
2 for me, so lose 2 gold.
Okay.
And will anyone like to try and gamble some money?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go to a yoga master and learn some discipline.
fair enough. So, Fire Dragon, how many for every dice you roll is going to cost you a gold?
Alright. I'd like to roll 3 dice.
All right, so scratch off 3 gold. and roll 3d6. So you actually got 3 gold back, so you're back to 16. So you broke even.
Oh, okay.
Now, guys, just to show you something that you may not, I forgot to mention earlier. Everyone click on any of the dice so you pick it up and you're dragging it. It doesn't matter which dice that you pick up. And when you do that, hit your right mouse button now.
Cool.
And that adds...
Multiplying.
Exactly, it adds dice to your roll. So if you needed to roll a bunch of d6s, you can. Or d20s or whatever.
Good roll.
I'm a 16th level cleric. Just cast Flame Strike.
Whoosh.
Good God. That's a magic missile, Cassius.
Lose 50 XP for invoking Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey, that was a Pathfinder reference.
All right. So, is there anyone else would like to spend some gold or some room, or sorry, for gambling?
I have learned my lesson with gambling in this game.
Okay.
I'm good. No gambling for me. I'm not a gambler.
All right. Does anyone want to try and get some rumors? Now, the way I work rumors in this particular game is if you get rumors, I can give you. It helps me develop some side quests type thing, like standard rumors. If you roll a special rumor, it's a question that you can roll in the next. You can ask in the next game, and I'll give you a truthful answer about whatever it is that you want to ask about the current mission.
Okay.
So
And does it cost money to get a rumor?
everything costs money. So you roll dice equal to the amount of gold that you're going to spend on rumors.
Everybody's pinching their pennies now.
I want to spend my money on rumors.
I'm spending mine on recovery.
All right.
And I gambled and broke even. So.
Okay, no problem. And now, the only other thing would have been the skills and talents, and we can go over that now. For those who do know what they want to buy, we can certainly do that now. If not, it's no big deal.
I know what I want.
Okay. Well, what would you like?
I want to buy Courageous.
Courageous. All right, so that is for Galen, correct?
Discipline.
No, for Balder.
Oh, sorry, Valder.
I'm getting it too.
You know what? To heck with it.
I spent 400 experience to get the discipline skill and then be able to get courageous.
So, let's go to talents.
Go ahead and tack me on for courageous as well.
Everyone, no one ever
Are you
takes.
feeling great?
No characters ever start off with like high discipline skills, and they always suffer for it.
The one guy that was playing the Hyporian pit fighter in my game started with Discipline 4 and Courageous.
Oh, wow,
annoying.
nice.
So how
Like-
much experience does it cost to buy discipline?
Okay, so I'm gonna get the book here now, so because I don't know, this is the one thing I don't know off by heart, because I don't update characters very often.
So what's your expertise in Discipline right now? 0?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Yeah, because Coyote
I
knows.
got a
this.
200 per
one-
skill.
one and one.
Oh, you got 1 and 1? To buy either of them to buy one of them up to a 2 would cost you 400 XP.
Oh, okay.
Now you do have a point of focus in that, and that focus gives you a discount.
On buying talents.
Oh, it's only on talents. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's only on talents. It doesn't make buying the skill itself cheaper.
Yep.
Buying skills is actually weirdly one of the most expensive things in the 2D20 system.
Yeah, it's not cheap, and it's certainly not cheap to raise an attribute.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a hell of a lot more cheaper than buying attributes.
Yeah. But early on, you can like go crazy buying talents. Like, oh, I'll get the base talent here and the base talent there and the base talent there.
So Fire Dragon,
Yeah.
you want to buy? Are you going to buy a discipline skill?
No, I want to buy the talent of I think it's called Bloodlust or something. I can't find my skills here at the moment.
There's Blood on Steel.
No, I have Blood on Steel.
Oh, I think it's one of the Berserker ones.
No. Where do I find my skills?
If you click on your up in your skills where you see melee, right? Click on the shield icon, and that lists all the additional things. So there's Death Blade,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Adaptable Combatant, Grappler, Murder in the Eyes,
Strike.
Killing
I wanna
Strike.
have Killing Strike.
Okay, so because you have 5 focus on that, it's only going to cost you. So Killing Strike is where on the list?
It's 2 down from the base, so it's 400 XP.
So it's 400 XP. You get 25 per focus, correct? Or 50?
Yep.
25.
25 in Conan.
So 275 will get you Killing Strike.
And I'd like to buy that.
It is now on your character sheet.
Alright.
So scratch off on your. Yep. You see where you got 430 there, Sean?
Yeah.
Put next to it what you've spent. Where it says 0, it says required underneath. I got to change that.
Oh, okay.
So that lets you. That's how much you've spent. Yep.
Alright.
Okay. What about? We'll go with Galen here now. Galen, is there anything that you were going to buy?
I bought the skill discipline.
Okay.
Didn't have it before. I'm assuming that takes 200.
It will take 200. Now you had no abilities in that at all.
None.
All right. So your discipline was 1 already, or did you just increase that there then?
I just increased it now.
Okay. So your focus stays at 0.
It does? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So you've scratched off on your experience points on that page. I see you only got 30 left there.
Yeah.
What you just spent, I want you to put that into the required section. So you put your 200 in there, right?
No, I put 400.
400.
In there
All right.
because I want courageous.
Oh, right, for your next talent.
I want to be brave.
All right, so I'm going to drag courageous to your character sheet. So that gives you a point of because you've got a point in discipline or courage. If you have courage, you get 1 per focus or 1 per skill.
1 per talent.
Oh,
No, it's not 1 per talent.
No. It's either focus or expertise. I can't remember.
Hang on. I was gonna say
Prerequisite is discipline expertise 1.
right, but the effect is every point of focus you gain 1 courage soap. So it doesn't actually give you any courage soap. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you got
It does let you re-roll a d20.
right. So you got discipline, and now you bought a. What was your talent? Sorry, what was your talent that you bought?
Courageous.
Courageous.
Courageous. All right. So why am I not seeing it there? Oh, there it is. All right. So I just added that to your character sheet.
Ooh, like it.
Okay. So next is going to be Cassius.
So I'm going to go ahead and buy that expertise up on discipline,
Okay.
and I'll be buying up by 1 so that it's 200 experience points.
So on your character sheet now, where your discipline skill is, change the first number to a 2. And all you got to do is click on it and then type in 2.
Okay. Discipline.
It's right down at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh no, I already have it. I already have one. Yeah,
So buy courageous.
yeah, I'll buy courageous instead.
Okay. So I will get that skill there. Rolls.
If you've got one already, it'll cost you 175 X.
So you now have courageous.
Yep.
And what does courageous do? Because I can't, like, when I look at it, it says the Conan D20 is not loaded.
Yeah, that's
I
that.
can't read it. at the moment.
Yeah, if you click on the actual what it does, where's it to? I'll share it with you.
It lets you reroll one d20 on a discipline check test, and it gives you 1 point of courage soak per point of discipline focus you have.
Oh, okay.
So that gives me.
So Cassius has
Is
discipline 1/1, so he gets 1 point of soak. And
Yep.
Galen has 1/0, so he gets the reroll, but not the 1 soak yet.
Yep.
And then spends 200 XP next time to raise his discipline focus. He'll get 1 point of soak.
Oh, okay, cool.
And Cassius, is there anything else you'd like to do with this particular character?
no, at this point, no, I don't think so. I'd like to make some purchases, I think, but I had to do a recovery, so.
Oh, did you spend your gold for your recovery yet? You haven't, have you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Yeah, I
cool. All right.
Yeah.
So,
That's quite right.
what it's okay. We'll do the equipment part after. So we'll just skip you. We'll leave you there for now. Valdir.
I'm buying courageous for 150 XP.
All right. So you know what to do with the experience points, and you already got courageous in your list.
Do I?
Yeah, you already got it.
No.
Oh, sorry. I clicked on the wrong character sheet. My
Oh, okay.
apologies.
I was like, no.
I was like, what? You just bought it again. There you go. It's now on your character sheet.
I'm twice as courageous. I got 2 points of courage soak. And then I'd like to play. Can we do renown?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. I'd like to spend 3 gold and go and brag about how badass I am.
So I'm going to give you a little trick here now.
Okay.
Because your renown is 0, I do believe.
Right.
When you roll for renown, you kind of get one for free.
Ooh.
Because
Oh, right.
your first renown is always free.
Right. So, all right. So I'll spend 1 gold.
And you're guaranteed to roll. Now you just gotta don't roll an effect, that's all. And you roll an effect. This one here is going to cost you. I gotta look at the table here. Hold on. Trouble table.
I think it cost me an extra gold.
Yeah, you gotta pay 1 extra gold because you get a little bit rowdy and you break some furniture, and you gotta pay the landlord 1 additional gold to compensate.
I was demonstrating how I killed all the guards with my warhammer.
And you-
With my warhammer.
And you smashed up the table.
So what does renown do for your character?
Renown makes you. It's the long game, and the more renown you have, it makes things a little bit cheaper for you to live in between. Or sorry,
It lowers your upkeep.
Famous.
it lowers your upkeep, but you can get holdings, and you can become a little bit famous, and you get extra contacts.
Oh, cool.
And when you get high enough, you can then go and try and get titles from people you helped or conquered or something.
Okay.
You get to go on all the red carpets.
So if everyone wants to pay 1 gold, they may go up in renown by 1.
I'd like to do that.
All right, so scratch off a gold and put your renown up to 1. If you're only at 0.
I'm only at 0.
Okay.
I'd also like to buy the courageous if we're not finished.
Oh yeah, no, we can. So courageous is going to cost you.
And I gotta roll d6, right?
No, you don't have to roll anything because your first one is always free.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, sorry, no, you still have to roll. Yes, you have to get the effect. So it's going to cost you an extra 1.
oh, 5 and a 6 is effects, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And Cassius doesn't get an effect, so he's good.
Another gold.
And Galen, are you going to try to get your renown up?
I spent a gold, yes.
So just roll a d6. And you're good too, so you don't have to worry about that.
Apparently, Cassius and Galen were in a different tavern telling her.
Well, I was calmed down from that yoga teacher. I was really feeling the zen. Where is Renown on this character sheet?
It's on the inventory tab, and it's down in the column.
I was a 0, now I'm a 1.
Yeah. So, equipment. What type of equipment would like to buy?
I just wanted to buy a couple of quivers of arrows so I can get
More loads.
All right,
more
so
loads.
that is going to be 1 gold apiece, I do believe.
Yep. And I get the load back that I fired, right?
Yes. No. If you use it, it's gone.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Yep. So equal amount of gold gives you equal amount of quivers.
Right. So I just bought 2.
Yes.
So I'm up to 3
Okay. Yep.
because I had 2 when I started. Spent 1. All right.
And now it comes to my favorite part of this whole thing, and that is the carousing table. So everyone has to roll on this. This is what happens to you in between adventures. So if you click on the shield icon, it'll come up with the table, and then you'll roll the dice. And you scroll down, you'll see the chart, and then you'll see the dice symbol in the chart itself. And you just got to click on it once.
All right. Can I buy the courageous skill?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. So courageous was going to cost you 200, and you have...
1 focus.
So it is going to cost you 175.
Okay.
Which shield icon are we looking for?
In the chat window where it says carousing events.
I said something really bad.
Public enemies. The player character inadvertently commits or accuses someone. Wow. Okay. So Galen, as please roll your 3d6.
Jolly, I don't have enough experience for that, I don't think.
Okay. No, you don't. You're just over.
No.
You're 20 short.
No, that
No.
wasn't D6s. Those were fudge dice you just.
Yep.
There we go.
So you only got to pay 2 extra gold. That's not too bad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I am going to add this stuff to the... So Galen, on your character sheet, I am dragging over your information of what just happened to you. Okay. This allows me to remember in the future. Cassius, I'm going to do the same thing as well. Looks like you met up with an old friend.
Right.
There you go. This is all the information is saved on your notes page, no?
Right.
So, Valdir. Treacherous fingers during an evening of drinking and debauchery. The player character's coin purse is discovered to have been in the process stolen. Wow. You were broke, Valdir.
No, I discovered it in the process of being stolen.
Cut the hand off.
Oh, I gotcha. All right. So, in your own words, what would you like to do?
Well, then I will turn and pick up the damaged furniture and break it. The would-be thief.
Well, his fingers are in your bag. You should. It's your hand now. Cut his hand off. It's yours.
Mean Joe Green.
Yeah, no, I'll just smash a table over him, and then when they're stunned, grab them up, turn them upside down, shake them until all their money falls out, recover any money that's mine, and then hurl them into the street.
I'm going to get you to roll 2d6.
All right.
So this was a fairly prosperous thief until he met you. You gain yourself 3 gold.
Oh, nice.
So on top of what you lost, you gain yourself 3 gold. And last but not least, Fire Dragon, I'm going to get you to roll.
All right. So 3d6.
No. Do you see in the chat window where the carousing table is?
Yeah.
Click on the shield.
Yeah, and I've got that open.
Okay, now in that screen, you'll see a little dice icon right down below all the text.
Oh, okay. Okay, in the screen itself.
Yep.
Hit roll.
Yep. Oh, and you looks like you spotted an old friend too.
Wait, is it the same friend?
Okay, so Sean, on that notes page, this is what I'm going to do. Each of you guys will have one specific rumor for next game, and this is what this guy told you.
Okay.
So you write down rumor and 1, and you can spend that the next time he's used if you wish. So that would be both for Cassius and Fire Dragon. There you go.
Where would rumor go?
Just put it right into your notes, right next to where that sentence ends.
Oh, okay. So 1 rumor.
1 rumor, yep, and you can spend that now if you want, some other time.
Okay.
And that brings this adventure to a close.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, sir.
That was a lot of fun.
So yeah, so this is just before you all go. I just wanted to get your opinions again on Fantasy Grounds, because this is the first time you guys ever seen some of it, has ever seen it. Did you find it easy to install or to find like I asked everyone to get the demo version, so you guys could play with me. Did you guys have any trouble getting it or getting it to install? Did it all work okay at first or?
No trouble at all. Just a little confusion as to how it connects to the Discord and everything.
Oh yes, yeah, okay, yeah, that's understandable too if you've never used it before.
Well, it's like I downloaded it and opened it, and it was like, all right, where do I go from here? But you walked me through it.
Yep.
So no trouble.
Well, I'm glad that that worked out all right.
Yeah, me too. I was looking forward to this.
Yeah, it was fairly easy. I had Coyote helping me, so.
Cool. Yeah, and Coyote's first time using Fantasy Ground was last week. So
Perfect.
It's an interesting system.
cool.
So yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Thank you.
fun.
All right. Well, guys, if you guys are ever interested in what I'm doing, what I do, I usually post in my Discord. I will post the event. It'll show up in my Discord like through Guilded, but it'll say Ages Undreamed of. So if you're watching my Discord and I put it in there, if you've all you gotta do is follow the instructions, go to the website and log in and sign up.
Perfect.
And yeah. That's it, and you guys are welcome at any time. And of course, for those who made their own characters, those will always be yours. No one will ever be able to use them. And next time, if Doc Savage plays, Galen will be a little bit more bumped up.
I'll feel more confident.
We'll all feel more confident that you're slightly less likely to murder us all.
Well, actually, I looked at it, and the next Berserker talent to get after Wild Fury is Wild with Abandon, and that allows me to replace my discipline for Courage Soak with where is it? Yeah. Oh no, wait.
Spin
You
2
can
momentum.
No, it's Courage of the Bear. That's what it is.
Courage of the Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can substitute your melee for discipline when dealing Courage Soak.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that'll give you you have like a 5 melee, right?
No, it's 3.
3. Oh, it's
But it's better than 0, which is what I have for Courage right now.
right.
Yeah. That's pretty
So
awesome.
when you go berserk, you get 3 soak. That's cool.
Nice.
And if I get Wild with Abandon, which is also equally potential, you spend 2 momentum when you've gone when you go berserk.
Oh, so you can make
A display as a swift action.
Cool.
You're scary.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you so much.
The invite.
Thank
And
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun doing this little thing too, so it's great. Fantasy Grounds College, the guys where you signed up through, the website where you signed up through, they have their own Discord channel, and if you ever they actually put off classes on how to use, and it's all free, so it doesn't cost anything, but they actually put off classes on how to use Fantasy Grounds as a player, as a GM, how to use all the different systems like Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, I just lost 50 XP, and. But yeah, so so if you guys are ever curious about Fantasy Grounds in general, go to the Discord, and I can put the link in. I'll put the link in the in my Discord chat there somewhere, and let you guys know. And you can go there, and they supports a whole bunch of systems like this Fantasy Grounds. I made this own system here, but it supports like Savage Worlds, Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, Starfinder, Castles and Crusades. They're the professionally made rule sets that are available, and they even got some more. But
That's really cool.
and they're the official ones. They're all like a lot of them are all automated, so it's pretty slick.
All right.
So lots of things to know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks a million.
All right, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Fun playing with y'all.
You guys take care.
Take care.
And for the 3 or 4 streamers or viewers that actually stuck around and watched, guys, I appreciate you. Through all the trouble we were having with my computer, yes, it was an update issue with my broadcasting software. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate your comments during the chat. So take care. You guys all have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.